Ladies and gentlemen, it is my prayer and hope that this video is going to find you when you're doing fine and in good health. I'm also doing fine at this peripheral end, so let me know where you're watching this video from, which country, which continent, and which state. From the Middle East, things are fine and I'm doing fine, as you can see. So guys, I want to bring up a particular issue and I want to speak to it because turns and twists laced with a mere lies and waxing lyricals that are never making sense. It is what I want to unravel and discount it, because these people cannot take words and put into Rocheo's mouth, because Rocheo was speaking directly to a particular issue that was so pertinent. And even I'm a subscriber, and yours truly, I agreed with what Rocheo was speaking about. Unless you are a naysayer that is suffering from selective amnesia, or perhaps you are a reprobate that you don't see science what Rocheo is saying, then you will come here and start twisting everything that Rocheo was saying. You know, to a point whereby somebody consider himself a podcaster, but in that podcast itself, it's laced with a lot of turn, twists, and lies. Therefore, it's quite unfortunate, because I agree with you, because it is your lies that has formed part and parcel of your business and activity daily in that kind of podcast. Therefore, to that extent, I will agree with the lies that you do, hence the turns and twists. So guys, what am I speaking about? In this video, we are going to seek the action that Rocheo took to go to the construction site and rescued IAMMARWA. The second thing, whether the exudes of Rocheo to IAMMARWA had got a substance of a form in it. We are going to state that. And again, to expose a podcaster who always lies and twists things that are never making sense. Then state the right thing, whether Rocheo erred or not erred. This is the business of us today. So if you're coming across this channel and this YouTube for the very first time, kindly click on the notification bell so that whenever I put a video, YouTube shall notify instantly. To my last subscriber, may God bless you abundantly. So let's dive in after the break. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my YouTube chit chat. My name is Inazak and this is my YouTube channel. There is always turn and twist, and I don't know why. So in that part of the world, somebody have just decided to come and twist Rocheo's word to befit what the audience wants. We believe the audience always is being fed the gibberish and still information that are never making sense going forward. So taking part into this kind of reaction is to an expose and give you an insight that are hidden and give you the reasons why these people are so hell-bent of turning and twisting what Rocheo's happened to say. Perhaps before we delve into what Rocheo said, let us understand the turn and twist with this kind of a podlies podcaster. Then I will play the Rocheo's clip to come naturally to discount what this guy was saying going forward.
And Marwa does not actually tell Rocheo that you see, I guess this is their payment, the only payment. The only thing that I'm paying them is the shoutouts, because they are not on payroll. They are not being paid for the work they're doing. You ask everyone, I will be playing receipts. If you go to any other person who was coming on camera, they were saying, I'm here as a volunteer, including Daniel, the other guy who was complaining the other day that he's just a volunteer. He's not going to benefit anything from this project, which is okay, which is true. Nobody's being paid here. So Rocheo comes and asks Marwa, do you think that is okay? And Marwa is like, oh, you're honestly, yeah, I should be focusing on the project. These people are jumping here and there. This is not today. Marwa did not start this shout-out thing today. Actually, he's been doing this for years now, for a lot of years.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you've just watched that video, I believe you've understood it and you are agreeing with me that that is hogwash. If at all you watched Rocheo video, when Rocheo visited IAMMARWA at that construction site, that video will play it. at the next segment. You know, what JT Podcast is saying, JT is referring to that very video. And that very video, Rocio decided to visit IAMMARWA site. And upon assessing the situation, how things are going there, in fact, the YouTubers whose main aim was just to wait IAMMARWA and pull IAMMARWA at the construction site, or they get at IAMMARWA when IAMMARWA is so busy with the masons and with the workers and with the project, then the main aim is to come for shutout amid this construction, amid this busy area. This was the concerns of Rocio. Now, to that clip, you see how the Mr. turn it and twist it, has now twisted it and now lacing it with lies outburst. That IAMMARWA never wanted to tell Rocio that only shut out, it's the payment of these people, that people, all the masons working in that construction site are working for free because of a shutout. That is the twist, and that is the hyperbole, and that is the lies. You know, that is the lies. Guys, before we discount these lies, I want to play Rocio clip and Rocio video, then we will come in and discount JT's lies going forward. So, guys, that is the Rocio video that JT Podcast was referring to. And when you listen pertinently, so keenly, what Rocio was telling to IAMMARWA was, do you think it's right? Amid business, you cannot even sleep so well. You wake up very early in the morning when coming to work. Do you think it's right amid that busy schedule? There are other YouTubers that are coming around, coming for a shutout amidst busy work. And there's totally nothing they're contributing to the work. That was the Rocio's concern. So being a health and safety officer, perhaps health and safety instructor, it is not right to do all those things that you're seeing. Rocio was concerned. It's all about the workplace should be out of that shutout itself. But you know, IAMMARWA is loved by people. IAMMARWA like people and love to uplift youngest YouTuber. This has been a number of occasions that we've seen. But Rocio's concern was sound. Rocio's concern was so pertinent to IAMMARWA's health, pertaining to health and safety when it comes to construction work or working place. So busy that such things should never happen. So Rocio also was concerned for the project that these people do not respect IAMMARWA. That when we see IAMMARWA was telling now, let these people, at least for the sake of a project, not even for the sake of IAMMARWA. You might be so well acquainted with IAMMARWA, so connected with IAMMARWA, but for the sake of project, sorry, please, let's allow time for this project to be complete. Then you can sort IAMMARWA for a shutout going forward. Because at the moment, it is not right. Because IAMMARWA is weighed down. That's why you see IAMMARWA is saying that it is in the catch-22, which means it doesn't know what to do at this moment.
Morning, I can't sleep. When it's even dark.
I can't sleep.
But do you think it's okay that you are extremely busy on these constructions and YouTubers are coming here to ask you for a video with you when you should be focused on other things?
The building.
Exactly.
Now guys, you know, I'm in catch-22. Catch-22 is when you don't know what to do.
Learn to say no.
Yes.
Learn to say no. This is a very busy project.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm talking with the
guys, thank you for your
food
support.
in my mouth.
I'll try to say no, but also I want to say thank you for
And please,
supporting
the
me.
YouTubers out there here,
Yeah.
understand, have a little bit of empathy with Mara.
Not even Mara, with the
with
project.
with the project itself. They are busy. They are not just sitting and chilling and waiting for you to come and can I have a video with you? So guys, please. I'm saying this because otherwise Mara doesn't say it, but I think you have to learn to say no.
I'm learning, but it's very hard.
You're not learning.
You guys go safari jam, huh?
Yeah.
You close this?
No, it's open. You have to open like strongly. Yeah.
Oh,
yes.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah, safari njema jamii.
Aya, asante.
Aya, pole pole.
Which means IAMMARWA is grappling with more. It is a one-man show. Coordinating what is coming in. People are calling IAMMARWA 24/610. You know? So there is more that Amaro is grappling with, which means at the moment, Amaro sometimes can do anything, not to please people, but because it's having heart of uplifting people. So this is the thing that JT Podcast decided to twist. And this is why I'm finding it so not so fine. For example, when JT Podcast is telling us that Amaro never wanted to agree or never wanted to upset Rocio, that people who are coming for shoutouts are the same people who are working for free, that they're not being paid, that their payment is shoutout. That is a big lie. For the record straight, there is only one Mason that is working for free, and that person is Mayugno. And it's been declared on camera that Mayugno is a Mason that is working for free, just contributing to the project. Therefore, Mayugno is allowed to do the videos because of working free. The rest of Masons, they're only allowed to do video after the work is complete. That time when the work is complete, that time they've gone for break, they're allowed, but not within the works. So anything that JT Podcast wants to come and tell us that all the Masons you see there are the people looking for shout out, nothing. We only have two Masons who has got YouTube channel. We have Wikizo, a Kenyan, we have that Ugandan, and we have the Fadela. In fact, there are three. And these three are being paid. They are working and they are being paid. Mora, the lead Mason, is also being paid. We've seen them being paid. Amara is having 6 Masons. They're being paid, all of them. Only Mayugno is not being paid. So this narrative that is being concocted by JT to depict that Amarwa is paying the Masons with shutouts, it is not right. It is wrong. In fact, it is a wicked version of a narrative that they want to paint. You know, these people have tried a lot of things to smear Amarwa. They've tried to twist words and they've seen people are not buying it. Now, a new narrative on the block is one that Amaro never wanted to tell Rocio. When Rocio confronted him about giving people shutouts amid construction work, which wasn't right, that is the people's payment. JT Podcast has mentioned names. Brian, you want Brian to be paid? Brian cannot be paid because the Brian's payment is the house that is being constructed. Nobody has contacted Brian to do any other kind of work. You're talking about the Daniel whom the lazy gang has been attacking to leave the work for Amarwa, or you are pitting Daniel against Amarwa, which Daniel rejected forthwith, big time. Then you later came and twisted it. Daniel is not a worker. Daniel is a family home. That's their cousin, and that's where they stay. In fact, they stay with Brian. They sleep there, and that's where they eat. So Daniel is a person from that home and a cousin who is a custodian of all such kind of material. Are you there? And Daniel also is contributing to the work because he wants to make sure that every material that's been brought for the grandmom to get a good house is the one documenting it, is the one doing cost analysis, is the one writing everything. So it's the custodian of everything that is coming out and moving in to the construction site. That is the home. So which means the project needed somebody from home because Brian is a young man, cannot do it. Grandma is so busy, cannot understand the construction. It's only that Daniel who understands that can do. So if you want Daniel to be paid, simply means no, Aymara also must be paid. If you want Daniel to be paid, so which means Amaro also must pay himself. That one is to let you know that whatever you are saying are just hogwash and never making sense. So the twist itself, we got what you say and what you are saying it, and the reasons you saying it because to make happy your subscribers and your audience. Because everything to you, everything that Amara does are hogwash and never making sense. You are the very, very people who have been advocating for this family. In fact, you tried with the grandmom. It never succeeded. Now, to the point that now you people tried to reach Daniel. It never worked. Now you're concocting several kind of versions. When Amaro is being given money for the grandmom, and Amaro has decided that everybody must contribute to the building, then you are the same people that were saying, oh, the grandma must be given the money. That is how the grandma also must contribute. Because Amaro influence itself has brought the physical capital from the social capital itself to make the realization that the house could be built, or the houses are being built. Well, the rest of the lazy gang, they have got no social capital, they have got no influence. What the influence they bring is this negative energy into this kind of project, that they want this project to flop. Then nothing is happening. So you must be told, there is no way Daniel must be paid. If you are referring Daniel and Brian, therefore you must be sick. The fact is, the only Mason who is not being paid is Mayugno. Full stop. The rest of the Mason are paid. Daniel is not a Mason. What Rocio was referring, Rocio was not referring to the Masons. Rocio was referring to the random YouTuber that are coming from around or from far. At the moment when Amar is working for a sort out. That was Rocio was referring to. Which is so spot on that Amara should never encourage that. And Amara has agreed that is learning to say no. You're learning to say no. And that is the point of Amara's weakness, that Rocio came in to fill in that kind of a gap and remind Amarwa, going forward, this is what you're supposed to do. Because you cannot be a one man doing everything. You want to organize how things are being transported from Nairobi to the ground, from the ground are paying people. Again, other people are stopping you along the way for a sort out. It must not be done that way. That one is not even correct. That one is not correct in the eyes of many people. If you're so insane and if you're so reasonable enough to decode and understand what is it. Therefore, JT, you have always had your own things. And your trajectory in life, we know. You know, your trajectory in life, we know. And that's a matter of a fact that you cannot come here and start spewing lie and a narrative that will not concord. The reasons why they're bringing in that the shutout itself is for the people of payment, it's to sustain a narrative that Amara never pays workers, that Amara was giving shutouts for workers. This time was clear and Amara put it on the camera that the only person working for free is Mayuguno. The rest are being paid alongside doing videos when there is a short breaks or when the works are done. That is a fact. People are being paid there. Stop the lies, and the lies must be stopped forthwith. It must be stopped forthwith. Therefore, to wrap this conversation going forward, I can only advise MR on one thing. If people coming for a shutout, let them come for a shutout when they are contributing to the construction site. It's either they want to work, they brought cement, or they bring anything that wants to be documented on the video, because the other subscribers that are sending their people, like we saw Mapopo came in, fantastic, came in with cements to help the construction. Such are the people who need shutout, because their subscribers who sent them wants them to do video showing or to make sure that what they sent have reached. Those are the only shutouts that are needed. People like Nasto who came and brought in, because Nasto never need any shutout anymore. He just came in to help the project. Are you there? So these are the people. So anybody who wants to come for a shutout, it should be minimized. But if they want, let them contribute to a project. Then the only shutout they are supposed to get is when they are doing videos with you showing that the items or the materials for construction that was sent to deliver has reached. That's the only point that you can give them a shutout going forward. But devoid any narrative that it's been concocted that the Masons working at Amara Place are being paid the shutouts. That's a wrong narrative that must be tested unequivocally in equal measures. So let me know what you think at the comments section. Until next time, this is your boy Senior Zach.